Welcome to the Dreamlands. We are among the stars once again for some Homeworld Remastered. It is going to be a 2v2 on Fallen Lords. And first up, south side of the map. I know there's no south in space, but we're just doing it that way. We are going to have a double Vagger. First up, Battlestar making their return to the channel. Very accomplished player. He has been around for a while, has been on the channel quite a few times, so we will welcome Battlestar back. Another player who has been around for a long time and is on the channel many times. It is going to be Nicomatic, who is actually Xeno. So it is going to be Xeno and Battlestar as a double Vagger team. North side of the map for Team Red, it is going to be one more Vagger, another player making their return to the channel. It is going to be Houston. I think they've appeared on one of my more recent remastered casts, which was quite a long time ago at this point. So pretty excited to be back on this game. And making their return to the channel as well, Professor Donkey spawning in as the Higarans. So we've got Higaran Vagger versus double Vagger. And as the game gets underway, looks like we have rather standard openings for everybody. Carrier coming to mid for Xeno. Carrier coming to mid for Houston. A lot of resourcing going on. This is a really cool map. I anticipate some really awesome action. Probe coming out to guard the flanks from both Vagger players on yellow team. I had meant to get remastered content up last week. However, my kids got sick and that kind of screwed up the whole schedule, so I apologize for that. And if you'll give me 1 second, I think I'm going to turn the volume down just a touch. This game has quite loud volume compared to Deserts of Karak, and I don't want the mix to be bad. Pardon me. And with just over a month to Homeworld 3, I am looking to have more remastered content on the channel to get hyped up for that. Second carrier pops for Xeno. No military units on the field yet. Salvagers and probes. Everybody scouting. Everybody can getting their econ pumping and gearing up for a nice battle, we hope.
Unidentified probe detected.
Second carrier for Battlestar as well. So with regards to Homeworld 3, my plan currently is to have the Homeworld 1 campaign finished. By that time, I had intended both. However, time is not on my side. So I don't believe I'll have both of those finished. So Homeworld 2 content, in terms of the campaign, will have to come concurrently with Homeworld 3 multiplayer, which I will begin uploading almost immediately once that game comes out. Probe from Donkey going deep, going to get a big scout on both players on the Vagger team. Let me check the map here. Still not a single military unit for either side by the looks of it. Big scout though. Donkey sees everything that the Vagger team is doing. A second carrier moving into mid now. Looks like we are gearing up for a push. Nick has double carriers in mid, and now the assault craft are starting to stream out onto the map. Looks like he's double mining from the center as well, so that's a pretty aggressive play from Nick. No response yet from red team. Certainly they have spotted the play. We do have assault craft as well from Battlestar, scouting and scouts as well. So scouts and assault craft.
Unidentified probe detected.
Red looks like they are going for some tech. Make sure I'm not missing anything on the back side. Nice probe from Houston watching the top. There we go. Big scout now from Nick. He wants to see what's going on because there's absolutely no action on the map yet. And he is going to scout everything as well. With that mobile refinery from Donkey, his carrier is moving forward and he's finally starting to build some interceptors as well. Double carriers from Donkey moving into mid. Looks like we are gearing up for the first big engagement of the game in the center. Another mobile refinery as well. Double pumping assault craft from Nick. Look at all of these assault craft. Holy God. Okay, he is gearing up for a big push. He didn't scout anything on the enemy team, so he knows he's got a window of opportunity. Finally, more assault craft coming out for red team. It looks like they are going to have an answer to this. Little bit of damage coming out onto the resourcers for Houston. Quite a few resourcers go down. That's actually a pretty good economic hit for yellow team. Now we've got some dogfighting around the resourcers from Nick as well as Houston, and big engagement. Carriers moving into mid to support. Tons of strike craft. Big counterattack from red. Yellow's fighters have to pull back to dock with the carrier. Red's fighters forming up a defensive wall behind the carrier. Yellow pushes once again, still basically on strike craft. I don't see any corvettes, I don't see any frigates for either side.
Unidentified probe detected.
Oh God, look at that. Look at the size of that fleet. Not enough to turn the tide.
Unidentified probe detected.
Both players just probing the defenses of the opposing side. This map makes for some very cool battles around the center. These resourcing operations from both sides super close to one another. Little scout from Battlestar checking for tech. He's not going to see anything yet. Except for that. Destroyer, first destroyer on the field from Houston. First destroyer on the field from Battlestar. So almost mirrored builds for both of these players. At least in terms of the Vagger players. What is Donkey going to do? Double carrier still pumping interceptors. A little bit of a flank coming out from Battlestar. Pretty big wing of assault craft. Going to jump on top of the mobile refinery as well as all of these resource collectors. Red is going to answer with a pretty big blob of his own. Pushes yellow back. Nice hit and run from Battlestar. As the main engagement kicks off in mid again, Houston's assault craft returning. Battlestar is going to keep him bouncing back and forth, keep him away from that main engagement so that Yellow has the numbers advantage. The destroyer has reached the center of the map. Yellow's destroyer pretty far away at this point. We have some corvettes now, gunships on the field for Professor Donkey. Double pumping gunships from those two carriers. Ooh, big engagement coming through mid. Just eyeballing it, these are pretty even, although I think that Yellow has the numbers advantage. I could be wrong. This is a pretty damn epic fight going on through the center of the map, though, I gotta say. Gunships going back for some repairs, or to... Is there some harassment back here? No, there's not. Finally, both sides' destroyers have entered the main combat in the center of the map. We do have some missile corvettes from Nick, as well as a second destroyer for Yellow Team. More corvettes onto the map. Gunships. More gunships. More interceptors. Just a single destroyer. There we go. Second destroyer from Houston. Pops from the mothership. Are we going to have a shipyard from Donkey? We now have 3 destroyers for Yellow Team and only a single destroyer for Red Team. It is now taking some pretty decent damage from these missile corvettes, as well as Battlestar's destroyer. Red is going to retreat back to the carriers for some repairs and to try to fortify their battle line. What did I see over here? I saw a hyperspace. Is he just going to hyperspace into mid? Triple destroyers for Red Team. Triple destroyers for Yellow. Very, very close, both teams. And almost identical compositions. There's Donkey's destroyer. It looks like Yellow is taking the fight in terms of strikecraft numbers. Destroyers exchanging blows across the center. More missile corvettes. Quite a few missile corvettes from Nick, actually. That's a pretty good call. Oh yeah, one of my favorite units in the game. Pulsar gunships from Donkey, finally. Let's follow these guys and see where they're going to go. Enjoy the spectacle of battle for a moment. I suspect they're going to try to hunt those missile corvettes. Quick micro, though, on those missile corvettes to re-target the gunships. Those are going to get absolutely smashed. Red pushing with their strike fighters pretty damn deep. They're basically at the back of Yellow side of the map now. Tons and tons of missile corvettes from Battlestar. Good grief, so many missile corvettes. Take a quick peek here. So it's pretty much destroyers, strikecraft, and corvettes on both sides. This number of missile corvettes is pretty scary, though. Red pushing deep there, now getting forced back by yellow, fortifying their battle line. Oh, those missile corvettes are doing some work. Lance fighters now. Yes. Very, very good call from Battlestar, and also one of my favorite units in the entire game. Lance fighters and laser corvettes are where it's at. Awesome strafing runs. I need to get an overview here of what's happening. Oh, these fleets are getting so big now. Yellow is looking pretty damn scary. They're pushing very hard, pushing with their carriers, in fact. Huge, huge numbers of missile corvettes, lance fighters, assault craft, destroyers. Red is actually in a lot of trouble. Yellow is pushing with double motherships as well. Looks like the battle has turned in Yellow's favor quite substantially. These pulsars are still around. Yeah, Yellow is pushed deep. They're pushing right on top of Red's motherships. I think that Red team has just ran out of steam. Yeah, it's done. It is absolutely done. Look at these missile corvettes behind enemy lines. Oh, they're going to totally ransack that resourcing site. One of the destroyers for Red goes down. Yeah, here, look at this battle line of destroyers. Oh my god, 5 of them. Red is fucked. Really, really good battle. Some nice back and forth. Interesting that we had like almost perfect parity between builds on both sides. Yellow was able to do some superior hit and run on the resourcing across the western flank of Red and control that central engagement, and I think that was a key turning point. Yellow is now directly on top of Houston's carrier. His days are numbered. Yellow is going to take the game. Thank you guys so much for having me in this game. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We'll watch the rest of the battle unfold, and I will catch you guys for the next one. Oh, a shipyard too. Too late. You do have the GG from Donkey and Houston. They call it. Their motherships are going to explode. Shipyard from Houston as well. We were moments away, I suspect, from battlecruisers. However, that was an awesome game. Hope you guys liked it. I'll catch you for the next one.